Hello everybody, how's it going? I know on this channel I talk about a lot of fragrances that can be upwards of $200, but in this video I'm going to be sharing my favorite scents that are under $150. All right, so we got unisex, masculine, and feminine, and we're going to start with a unisex fragrance. Well, it's marketed as a unisex scent, but Cedrat Boisé by Mancera is a beast. Now I will say there was some reformulation that apparently happened with this fragrance where it isn't as long lasting, I guess, which is why they came out with the Cedrat Boisé Intense. But I got this bottle back in 2021, last year. And it is a screw-on bottle. I guess the ones now are magnetic caps. But this thing performs over 24 hours on my skin. Just to be on the safe side, this will last over 12 hours. And it's a fresh, fruity fragrance with a woody type of dry down. Now, I got this bottle for $60 for the whole thing. It was brand new. I got it for a really, really good price. I think I've seen this for like 120 now, maybe 80, 90. I'll put all the names of the fragrances and discount site links in the description if you want to support the channel. But of course, please buy where you're comfortable. But Cedrat Boisé is an amazing fragrance. I do think it leans a bit more masculine than feminine just because of that woody base. But ladies, don't be afraid to try it if you kind of want to smell like you're walking into Jamba Juice, because that's kind of what it smells like in the opening, at least to me. So Cedrat Boisé by Mancera. Next, oh, I love this. Precious Liquid Blue Agave. Now this fragrance, I believe, is $125, like $115 with like some discounts and stuff like that. But it smells like a sexy body shot on the beach. If you remember your college days, you know, those body shots at those parties and stuff like that, you got tequila, lime, and some salt, and someone hot. You know what I mean? So that is what that whole vibe is what this fragrance reminds me of on the beach, because there's just something about it that's very simple, very sexy. This is also a unisex fragrance, and I don't think, well, in the opening, it could come across as masculine, but as this dries down, it's very unisex. In fact, there's a lot of women that like to wear this when they work out just because it's fresh, it's clean, it's simple, and I will say, this is very sexy to the feminine nose. So if you're a guy, you got the masculine nose, you might not understand what is so attractive about this. You might think it's a whatever type of scent, but I am telling you right now, all the ladies I've worn this around and the women that have responded to me when they've tried this have been head over heels for this fragrance and how simplistic it is. I really do love Blue Agave. Next is going to be, come on, I talk about this all the time, and there's a reason why I'm very consistent about it, because Molecule 01 by Eccentric Molecules is one of my favorite niche fragrances. This thing is priced, I think right now, around like $85 on the discount sites, at least with the ones on the links. I think on the actual brand's website, it's about 110 or something like that. I'm sure wherever you look, if you can find a good price for it, give it a shot. It's an ISO E super fragrance, so it enhances your skin chemistry. And on top of that, I do love the way it smells on its own, but if you layer this with a weaker performing fragrance, it really will highlight it to its truest potential. This thing just, it helps the performance of those scents. I tested it with Pacific Rock Moss, which only lasts 2 hours on my skin, but with this, it lasted over 7, no problem. But yeah, this is a fragrance that doesn't really project unless you get active. Like if you wear this and you're working out, you're definitely gonna smell it. If you're outdoors, if you like going hiking, this thing will project. If you're just kind of working like a desk job from your 9 to 5, it's gonna stay very close to you. But later on, when you're out and about, it's gonna show through a lot more. So it's a very smart type of fragrance. I love Molecule 01. All right, next we've got, that's very unisex by the way, Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. Till this day, still probably one of the, I don't know what happened, my camera shut off, but I was talking about Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, and this is just very, very attractive. It's a long-lasting perfume, easily goes over 8 hours, but I will say that it's easy to go nose blind with this fragrance, so if you're not smelling it on yourself anymore, don't assume it's completely gone, because if you ask somebody near you, more than likely they will be able to smell this on you. Now, another great thing about this fragrance is that gosh, I just keep getting tongue-tied. It's extremely versatile. Whether you want to wear this dressed up, dressed down, if you're going on a date, if you're going to work, running errands, it's going to smell amazing. I think this is a fantastic signature scent. This is something that will totally boost your confidence. Again, just kind of reiterating what I said in the beginning with this fragrance, that if you don't know what to buy, but you want something that is gonna be so, so good, that's very, very attractive, Good Girl is perfect. Now, kind of similar with Blue Agave, where you know how I said the masculine nose might not find it that sexy, but the feminine nose does. This is the opposite, where ladies, or whoever wears this, to the feminine nose, this might come across as basic, but to the masculine nose, this is irresistible. So if you're trying to get your back broken, if you're trying to do whatever, this scent is fantastic. All right, next, La Nuit de l'Homme YSL. Still one of my favorite designer fragrances till this day. Sexy cardamom fragrance, more of an intimate scent, I will say. I suggest that you overspray this fragrance if you're having performance issues, because it's a very intimate sort of scent. I don't recommend wearing this in the clubs. A lot of people have asked me, like, yeah, I want to wear La Nuit in the club, it's so sexy. And if you're gonna do it, overspray this fragrance, because if you don't, it will not be able to compete with all the other fragrances you smell around you, because it's so soft in its nature. So please, like, you gotta go double digits with this fragrance if you wanna wear it for clubbing purposes. But honestly, there's just something magical about this scent when there's just enough of it on you, where when you are having a one-on-one conversation with somebody and they just pick it up, it just kind of draws them in. It's not trying to get attention. And that's what I think the great thing about this fragrance is it came out like back in 2009, and it still has people in a chokehold till this day. This one's a little bit more on the masculine side. All right, going back to a unisex fragrance here that is disguised as a feminine scent, Light Blue Intense by Dolce Gabbana for women. This one, it's a lemon apple musk scent. Truly amazing fragrance. I love it much better than the men's. Anybody can wear this one. You've heard me talk about it nonstop, and especially we're in the summertime right now. This is a no-brainer type of fragrance. You cannot go wrong with it, especially if you're going to the beach. And let's say you want a more citrusy type of fragrance instead of like an agave type of scent, then Light Blue Intense will not fail you. This gets a ton of compliments. Oh God, it's so, so good. Now, the performance with Light Blue Intense surprised me, because I get compliments on this fragrance 8 hours after I apply it. And I apply maybe like 5 to 8 sprays of it. So for a fresh fragrance, especially a standard designer fresh fragrance, this has pretty solid performance. Again, very unisex. Get your nose on it if you have the chance. So, so good. All right. That's right. Oh my God, I'm wearing this fragrance. I have to tell you. All right. This one is Mandarin by Precious Liquid. I have it here on my arm, and I smelled it kind of as I was turning, and it smells exactly like the name implies. A very simplistic sort of fragrance. Smells like fresh mandarin. Now, to my girlfriend, she thinks that this smells kind of like pink doctor soap. And I sort of get what where she's coming from with that, but this is just a very fresh, easy to like, fresh out of the shower fragrance. It smells so good. When she wore this, I could not get enough of it. Now, this truly is one of those straight down the middle unisex fragrances. It smells amazing if you're very feminine. It also smells fantastic if you're more on the masculine side. This will do it all, especially for this summer coming up. Oh God, I want to spray more of that stuff. It's freaking good. Like, God. And this also, if you like layering fragrances, you want to layer freshies, no problem with this one. So, so, so damn good. All right, now, Pie by Givenchy. This is a unisex fragrance disguised as a masculine scent. There are so many women that love wearing this for themselves. And this is just attractive to the feminine nose, to the point where women want to wear it because it smells so good. But please don't let that derail you from trying the scent. If you're like, oh no, it's going to smell too much like a lady's thing, blah, blah, blah. You have to remember skin chemistry is super important. If you're a guy, this is going to smell more masculine on you. If you're a woman, this is going to smell a bit more feminine on you. You're not going to smell like a dude. You're not going to smell like, if you're a girl, you're not going to smell like a dude when you wear this scent. It's just kind of like this sweet, almost powdery vanilla type of fragrance. And it's not powdery in the mature, like makeup sort of way. All right. It's just like very cozy. Like this is a fragrance you wear if you're trying to do some Netflix and chill. You're like cuddles galore to the max. Now, this actually has better performance in my opinion than a lot of people give it credit for. Like I still smell this pushing past 7 hours on me, but this is a fragrance that you can do skin and clothes if you want, but spraying this on your clothes, like if you're wearing a sweater, amazing. So if you're gonna do any like bonfires this summer, you know what I mean? And if you have like a small decant of pie or in your bag or something like that, I recommend you wear that, like wear this fragrance, because it just makes people want to snuggle up to you. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that, blowing that shit out of like, that has happened with this fragrance. People just snuggle into me when I wear this scent. I'm specifically talking more about women, but still like it's just so cozy. All right, now I can't not talk about Spicebomb Extreme by Viktor and Rolf. By the way, this pie bottle, I bought it for 40 bucks and that's like 100 ml. I think the link below is around 50, but definitely pretty good price. Like that, like solid, absolutely solid. Now with Spicebomb Extreme, I've actually seen this above 150 at retail, but again, go to discount sites. You can find it for maybe like 108, 120, 130, something like that. But this is also like a sexy, cozy type of fragrance. Yes, the opening with those spices can kind of punch you in the face and definitely make its presence known. But as this starts to dry down, it becomes a very sweet type of fragrance that is super welcoming and approachable. It's not intimidating. It's not something that, you know, people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, like that's too much. Like it has like this aura and this smell about it that just draws people to you. Like this scent, I've been complimented nonstop. I've worn this at bonfires. People have loved it. I've worn this like beach nights pretty much. Like of course, when the sun is out, I said nighttime, but really, really nice scent. Again, I find this to be very unisex. Smells so different on a guy's skin than it does a woman's skin. So if you're interested in this, there's a lot of women that rock the original Spicebomb. I would recommend the Spicebomb Extreme if you want the sweeter touch to that, all right? Now, I think you know what? Oh, let me talk about this fragrance here. I have to. L'Homme by YSL. Ginger fragrance. Performance with this is weak, so please overspray it. But another unisex fragrance disguised as masculine. There's a lot of women that enjoy wearing this fragrance, but it's very classy. It's sophisticated. It has a little bit of seductiveness to it. It's intimate, but at the same time, it's like a confident type of fragrance. You know what I mean? It's just like, it doesn't have to do a lot of talking. It just smells so damn good. Oh, God, I love this. And I like how different it is in comparison to a lot of the blue fragrances out there, like Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage. You know what I mean? It still has like a classiness to it that separates it from like other fragrances that can be known as its competitors. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's all I'll say for this video. It's a pretty long one. So again, the names of the fragrances and the discount site links are going to be in the description if you want to support the channel. I really appreciate that. But of course, please buy where you're comfortable. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.